who are you? Like, who are you? Who is Victory Christian Church? Who are you?
I'm Pastor Frank, and this is my wife, Bonnie. And this is the ministry of Victory Christian Fellowship. We're going on our 26th year.
I think it maybe it's closer to 30.
Well, it is with when we're at the other place, but anyway, we've been here 26 years, and going on 26. And we have good people, loving people, and
Can I say how this was birthed?
well, if you choose to do so.
This was birthed because of our son. He was involved in drugs back in the 80s, and thank God he's great. Turned out to be a great young man and found the Lord in his life and had a family and has done great. But it was through that this church was formed. God gave Frank and I a vision of hurting people that nobody wanted. That some of the churches wouldn't accept. I don't know why, but it was just difficult at that time. And God gave us a vision, and the vision was this ministry.
That's awesome.
God wanted a place where they could come in freely and find Him, and not religion.
Mm-hmm. That's
And we
awesome.
have business people as well, and different ones, but over the years we've ministered to a lot of people.
That's
Over
awesome.
the years,
That's
and
awesome.
A lot of teachers, a lot of business people, people divorced, people hurting.
Okay.
They don't necessarily have to be on drugs and poor and without. I mean, these are people in suburban, that have issues too. So it's everybody.
It's everybody, okay. And so the event on Sunday that you're hosting with the Woodman coming here, the 9/11, why are you guys doing that? Like, why are you doing that?
Well, we saw the children that they really don't know what 9/11 is all about, because they've not been taught. Apparently, they just are not aware of it, and even some adults, which is surprising, but they are unaware. And whenever they offered to give us the flag and the pole and everything, the only thing they required was if they could come over and talk about 9/11 to the people, and which was, I think, wonderful of them to do that.
And you don't know how long they're going to be speaking, or what?
Not very long.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not very
Just a
long. They're
little
just
snippet.
going to give they're giving out bulletins that describe the 9/11. They're going to hand out flags to the people. And then after they get finished with their presentation, then we're going to go outside and they're going to put the flag up.
Okay. And so
how we got connected with Woodman, we was in Alabama in another church. A friend of mine, which is a pastor, and he was telling us about the pole that he got from Woodman. And he said, you ought to call them, and we did. And anyway, they got on the website and they saw our what we do for kids and everything. And so my wife and her sister went to the meeting, and they accepted everything and for the pole. And so we had one of our parishioners. He put the pole up. He was familiar with poles. He's a construction man, so that's how it came about.
you guys have some good craftsmen in your church too. You
We
were blessed
do.
with all these really good
Precious
craftspeople.
that are
Yeah.
gifted.
Yeah, okay. And so now going back, you said you found out that the children just didn't know. Like, how specifically did you find that out? Were you like
Well,
talking
you can hear it through the Sunday school teachers, because they work with them every week. And then on Wednesday night youth group, the workers are very much aware that they just don't know, because they really don't. I don't think they talk about it in the schools. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think they really do.
Because if they are 15 and younger, they weren't even born.
They were exactly.
Yeah.
I think they just haven't been made aware, and so we want to make sure that all the youth will be present to hear this presentation.
And so why is it so important for you, though, that the young people really know? Like, why is this so important that they
Because
know?
my generation, Pastor Frank's generation, and our generation were very patriotic,
Mhm.
very aware of what a great country this is. The freedoms that we do have that we could very well lose.
Mhm.
You know, and so we know the election is crucial
Mhm.
coming up,
Mhm.
and we want them to be aware of their world around them
Mhm.
and what a great country they live in.
Mhm. And so you talked about the Woodmen when they, I guess, found out when you guys did the request, they went on your website. But what do you think they were most impacted by? I know I asked you this question 3 times, but what
Well,
were they
what they said at the meeting that night was they went to the website and they were aware of our working that we do with youth,
Mhm.
and they were impressed by that.
Mhm. And again, no clear sense of what they're going to say exactly. But
No, not
if
really.
gonna
They're
give
just
out-
gonna talk about our country and the
Mhm.
freedoms we have and patriotism.
Mhm. Okay. And anything either of you want to add for the little video clip? And I'm going to edit out a lot of me talking.
No, that's,
But
no,
nothing
not
else. You sure?
Do what now?
Anything you want to add?
We just appreciate you coming and doing
really.
it,
Yes, we
making the
appreciate
people
that.
aware.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is just awesome. A beautiful, beautiful church. And where are we standing now? What is this one? This is the main sanctuary. Thank you.
So I pulled up to the door. It was dark, and there wasn't this 4-lane out here.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it had a for rent sign when it was no smoking sign. And so anyway, there was a little trailer down the hill where the youth building is now, and it was all grown up with weeds and stuff. And I went down there and knocked on the door. There was a light, and there was a little pastor's wife that they had this building, and they were just getting ready to close it.
Mm.
And so I asked them if they would be willing to rent it to another church, and so that's how we
Got it.
started. But
Okay.
then, when I was standing out there by the road, the Lord really spoke to my heart. He said, and I went and told Frank this, I said, God wants us right there in that spot. Why, I don't know. But I said, there's gonna be a 4-lane come in someday,
Mm.
which they hadn't even talked
Mhm,
about, but
mhm,
God showed me.
Mhm.
The 4-lane main access to 64. But I want you here, and this is what he told me. He said, when they see this, they'll know it has to be me.
Mm.
When they see this,
Mm.
they know it has to be me.
Mm.
And everything's paid for. This
Mhm.
church owes
Wow.
nothing.
Awesome. How much was the purchase? You said the purchase of the building was $11,000.
This
Well,
this
that
building,
building was, when the state had,
we told her that. The
yeah.
state come in, they were gonna tear it down. And we got it for
Well,
11,000.
the state wasn't gonna tear it down, honey. There was bidding rights on it for the building to be sold. And, so that.
I mean,
and
they just had to remove it out of the way.
They
They
remove
wanted
it out of the way, so they
For
could
this
put the
road
4
could go
lane
through.
in.
Mhm.
That's how it was.
So,
So,
but this building, we just asked if we could rent it.
Mhm.
Well, we rented it, and then we got ready to buy it. And so the exact money that we had in the bank was exact what they wanted. So we were able to give them the money
Clean play
for the
for it.
building. Then that's when we started renovating it.
Mhm. That's awesome. That's awesome.